and welcome back to another video. My name's Juliet Uzor and I am here to share with you a very important skill that you would require in your sewing journey. Topstitching. It means to make a row of continuous stitches on the top or on the right side of your garment. Some people use it as a decorative feature and it's just done there to secure a seam. In my case, I used it to secure the bias tape. I used a stripy bias tape as the neck finishing of this dress. I used red thread, which meant that my top stitching had to be top notch. So, first thing is, make sure the sewing machine is set to the slowest speed, as slowest as you can. Do not go too fast with this when you're doing top stitching. If you are doing top stitching as a decorative feature on your garment, I would really recommend increasing your stitch length. Make your stitch length longer than it normally would be. So you would normally get 2.5 as a standard, but make yours probably 3 or 3.5 on your sewing machine. So adjust your stitch length to make it longer. The third tip is to use any mark on the sewing machine plate as a guide. You could either use the edge of your presser foot. You can either use the edge of your presser foot as a guide, which means you would have to move your needle position so you do not have so you would have your needle at the right position that you want it to be. So either use the edge of your presser foot as a guide, or use one of the markings on your sewing machine as a guide. You could also use some sellotape or washi tape to create to serve as a guide, really. So you put your tape there to make sure you follow the line and you go in a straight line, because top stitching is so easy to any mistakes when you do top stitching would be so easy to spot and detect, and it just looks wrong. It looks a hot mess if you do it wrong. So the best thing is to do it and do it well, and when you do it nicely, it looks really good. And if you do it in a different color thread, a contrasting color thread, oh, lovely. So those are my tips. Go really slowly, take your time. And when you get to the end of your top stitching, if you are using top stitching as a decorative, as something for decoration on your garments, please do not backstitch. Tie off the ends of the threads. So you get to the very end, you get all the way to the end, pull the thread from the other end, from the wrong side, and tie both ends of the thread. Do it on one side and do it at the other side. Please do not backstitch if you're using top stitching for decorative purposes on your garments. Okay, so yeah, go on, have a go at top stitching. If you don't feel too confident with top stitching on your garments, practice makes perfect. Go really slowly, and before you know it, you're pro. Anyway, I hope to see you very soon in my next video, and if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe to my video and join the So Natural gang. Anyway, take care everyone, and I'll see you soon.